have nothing. Go ahead and Control N.
I got you. I got you because I'm subscribed and I have my notifications on.
Okay, that is good. I love that. Yeah. I've got to just start my encoder is having an issue on this. I just love it. Oh yeah, I could have internet speed issues.
For some reason it says you're live right now.
I actually alt-tab to your YouTube channel. I want to see if you can see it because it says you have not chosen a bitrate, which I have, but...
Yes, I have. I've chosen like 2510 or something.
No, me, it says that. But the interesting thing, and I may be, so hi everybody, if you're actually watching, we're doing live streaming with Christopher Duffley. He is learning how to do this also. So we have lots of fun going on here doing... Should I just do my lesson 6 times? Control O. Control O. Open group box. Recent documents group box. Documents tab. Recent documents list box. Lesson 7. Spanish assignment. Assignment 6. Ancient histories. Exam study. Roman disciples. Roman wars. Analogies. English final exam. Docs. 9 of 50. Selected. Lesson 6. Docs. 21 of 50. Select. Wow. It's all at 20. Okay. Resume read button. I did not know. Single space. Lesson 6. Docs. Left. Shift F5. Page 2. Okay. It says I am offline. Hold on. There we go. Live stream. Hi, everybody. Okay. We're having fun here. So just hang with us for a second. I am actually going to pull Christopher Duffley over into my window. Oh, look, and Christopher Duffley has me down in the window too. I just love that.
Oh, shoot, I'm sorry.
No, that's perfect. Are you kidding? That's all part of the learning process. So Christopher's... Yeah, so there's a whole lot to load. So let's actually see if our, our networks can take all of this between our streaming. We're streaming on Facebook and on YouTube, and as is he.
I'm actually not streaming on Facebook, but you are.
Oh, that's, yeah. Okay, so what I want you to do actually, Christopher, is Control N. Let's just show the audience basic math problems to begin with. You know what, let me get my live stream.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, hold on. Slow down for the audience.
This one.
Okay. Christopher, go ahead and just pull off of that right now. Go ahead and just pull off of that. Stay right there. We will work more on that later so you can learn more how to do live streaming on YouTube later. Right now, the audience really wants to see you do math in Word. So just open a new document, please. Okay, beautiful. So let's just start out. We always do a heading on every single piece of work. So just put in a nice, perfect heading in there for the audience. We always do name. Yep. And we instructors, subject, and date. Just put math. You keep it easy. Yeah, Dr. Denise is good too. Yep, that's good too. We'll just do math. Keep it simple. Keep it easy. We're just showing basic outline and enter. All ND. Do tell your commands as you're moving along quickly so people understand.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's okay. I can be your JAWS also. So let's do number 1. Basically just show them addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication using our wonderful insert for key, which is so incredibly powerful. So number 1 period, and just give me a nice basic addition problem.
All right, so
About 328 plus, yeah. Remember, type out your problem first, and then you can do the table so you can actually show people how to add. Oh, that's gorgeous.
let's see.
How about 14?
What?
14. Nice. Now, go ahead. If you actually select that, Control-Shift down arrow, you can underline it. Remember, we need to underline your problem, so up arrow, please. Or that works too. And Control-U to underline it.
I didn't shift.
Yep. Control-Shift up arrow. At the end, you could have Control-Shift left arrow. Lots of different ways to do that. Control-U to turn it on. Yep. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this. Now, so the audience understands your numbers are lined up perfectly. You have 328, you hit enter, you did a plus, you did 14. So the tens is lined up underneath the tens, the ones is lined up underneath the ones, as, yeah, our sighted teachers want this lined up perfectly. Go ahead and write a line, Christopher.
Of course, the table would do the same thing, but yeah.
That's right. A table would do the identical same thing, but we're just showing them how to do this nice linear lineup as it is. Now you can just use your straight up arrow. I highly suggest Braille displays, especially for beginners on this. Christopher is pretty advanced. So Christopher, go ahead and do your magic of what is 4 plus up arrow. Pretend you forgot 8 was up above there.
328 plus
Oh, okay.
Okay, so 8 plus 4 is
2, and that's 12, so that means
2 plus 14.
So that means I would carry that add
358.
1, so that would be
Oh, 3.
2 or 3,
yeah.
14.
which is 4.
2.
So that means I'm going
Oh.
home because I'm going to go to the beginning of that. So 4,
4 plus 14.
and then plus.
Okay.
Oh, plus 3.
Okay, hold on. Let's put the 2, and then we're going to actually superscript the 1 by the 2 so you can actually have that carried over. Hit your, you should be able to put a 2. I'm not sure where your cursor is, but I'll find out as soon as you hit 2.
Oh, it's right.
Oh, yeah. Christopher, you right aligned. You right aligned on that. You did a Control R. Yeah, that was my goof. We are not in a table. I was thinking we were in a table. That's the reason why I had you do Control R. That will serve me right. So left arrow, I know. And then you can bring down your 3. See?
I just did Control R and I aligned left.
Yes, and he just did Control L to left align. So if you're not in a table, don't be doing Control R.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
actually, believe it or not, Control R, E, and L are actually toggles too, so you can.
Yes.
control it.
That is exactly right. That is exactly right. Oh, my camera is going astray and awry. Okay. I know. I know. I need to fix my camera. Okay.
You don't need it. You need your screen capture more than anything.
I've got that going. So I'll show you this in addition to the new screen capture that you have. I actually have my face, my video, over top of my screen capture. So people can actually see me at the same time they're actually seeing my desktop. So I'll show you how to do that.
True. Yes, that's true.
Yeah. And there's a really cool, is all you have to do is copy and paste it once you actually create it. But I'll show you that more in your OBS when we have, when it's just you and me and we're not dependent on, our whole bunch of people watching us. I know. We're just going to tell you, this is the first time Christopher and I have doubled on this. He's doing live events also. Well, actually, he was in the process of creating it. We just ran out of time, so I'm just running it on mine. So this is just a kind of a fun lesson. We might not get a whole lot of math done here because we keep talking about the live event that I'm trying to show him how to create on his OBS and YouTube channel. But we're back to 328 plus 14. Yes, and he did an incredibly gorgeous job of adding this. Yes, beautiful. Let's do a subtraction problem. That's so lined up, so gorgeous. I love that. Yeah. And Christopher has been doing this for a while, so he is pretty advanced on this. He's really pretty good. Yep, 2 period, enter. Just show them how you're going to line up exactly the same way with your subtraction math. How about the same thing? 328 minus 14. Keep it easy. You just need to show the audience how, and yeah, and he could do this vertically or horizontally. And you know what? The teacher, the math room teacher rules, so the kid is going to do it however they want to do it. But the blind student really does need to line this up, one on top of the other, to stack it to make it life easy. Please underline minus 14, Christopher.
Minus 14.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay, so now 8 minus 4.
328, so that would be
Yeah.
28 minus 14.
Okay, pretend you're not as good at your math as you are. I want you to go to your ones and pretend you forgot that that's 4. Up arrow for, yep, you forgot that. Okay, now your 8 minus 4 is down arrow. Yeah, and he just needs to remember to hit his home key each time, so he's moving his cursor all the way to the left. So then when he does his tens, go ahead, pretend you have forgotten it's 2 minus 1. Show the audience how you go up there. Yep. Puts his cursor right by the tens.
2 minus 1.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. And once again, let's talk about that Braille display. The Braille display will directly show the child the ones, the tens, the hundreds column. Once again, especially for beginners, have the Braille display. When they get more advanced, they don't need it. All my advanced kids put that by the wayside, but when they're starting, they really need it. Okay, go ahead and go up. Pretend you forgot what's in your hundreds column. Oh, look, it's a 3. And I'm just going to tell the audience, you also have your commands on more advanced. It does not give as much feedback as beginner mode in JAWS. So back to beginners, need to begin.
I actually have my tutor messages turned off. If you're talking about settings, I have tutor messages off, and then access keys on speak all because I still want to know those. But
right. Yeah, so he is using more advanced modes, but kids are going to be using all that constant feedback, but they will move up to an intermediate.
I think default is a good start.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, go ahead and hit your end key and hit enter, and let's show the audience a multiplication problem, actually using tables. And I'm already going to tell you for beginners, and I think Christopher even started out. Didn't we start you out in tables with addition and subtraction, and then we moved to this?
Yeah, but that was a lot of oh my gosh.
Well, that was a long time ago. Yeah, it just shows how far you've advanced. So the tables keeps it really straight for kids. So Christopher's going to demonstrate tables now. Do a linear problem first. Let's do multiplication first, and then we'll put it in a table.
Should we just do
328 times 14. Let's just keep with our theme. Let's just keep with our theme.
Because I was just about to do
328.
Now insert okay, now please slow that insert 4 down. You need to, yes. Okay, here's our insert 4, and let me just quickly show the audience. If you're sighted, you can quickly see this is, you've got Spanish and French, dollars, degrees. Now, if you're blind, I highly suggest doing your insert 4, using your JAWS commands. Go through this. It's incredible, the options here. Christopher uses this very, very fast, as you saw the first one just flash on and flash off. He's just hitting his M for multiplication symbol. He already knows that's what he needs. Multiply symbol. Okay, those who are blind who do not know, it's like a small X. You do not want to use the X on your Z, X, C on your keyboard, because once you get into algebra, that's going to be really problematic. And once he moves into algebra, he's going to use the bullet there for his times. He's not going to use the multiplication symbol. Right, because with algebra you cannot. Yeah. So go ahead and show the audience bullet, and then I'll have you erase it and then use the multiplication symbol. See? Don't we love that? Nice, beautiful black dot, which is what he's going to use in algebra. Yep. But go ahead, backspace over that bullet and give the multiplication symbol, because this is elementary school. Yep. Well, I mean for kids who do elementary. M for multiply sign, and of course, and I already.
For beginners, you would actually insert tab. Actually, let's hear all that feedback. Insert tab. You do this.
List 1, list 2, latitude 1 to 48. To move the items, use the arrow keys.
So.
Multiply symbol.
Beautiful, excellent. Yeah, and so sighted people can see, gorgeous. And I also want you to notice. So the difference between Nemeth or math, whether you're using UEB math or Nemeth, You must put spaces around all your numbers. That is not true in Nemeth code. You know, all the numbers are together with the symbols. That's not true in sighted. You need to give white space. Sighted people need lots of white space to easily read. Okay, let's now slow down your commands, Christopher, because you can usually do this in about 3 seconds. So slow down your commands and tell the audience how you're inserting this table. Yep. Okay, so Alt-N first, yeah.
Alt-N to insert.
Good.
Upper ribbon, group box, insert tag, Alt followed by N.
And as you probably heard, oh yeah, in case you're wondering.
Selected, insert tag, the change ribbons use left or right arrows to navigate the current ribbon. Use tab or shift tag, Alt followed
Well,
by
they're
N.
going to do it the longer way, so if we do T, no, sure.
T, lower ribbon, tables, group box, one N.
But no, anyways, so T, it would say.
Insert table, 1x1 table button, navigate with left and right, up and down arrow keys.
So.
Tell them the command before you do it.
So, So as the tutor message just said, navigate with left and right, up and down arrows, and up and down is rows, left and right is columns, and actually, I think it actually does column x row. I think. Is how it's presented.
Well, it depends on which way you move. Remember, whether you're doing right arrow or down arrow first.
Right.
Yeah.
2x2 table grid, 12 of 8.
Alright. Should we do one column?
1x2 table.
I think that's how it goes in most people.
Well, what would be good is let's do 2 by 2, and then you can show the audience how to insert your carryover row up above. Because let's face it, we humans, we forget to do things like that. So let's start out with a 2 by 2, and then when you get to where you need to use the carryover, you're going to insert a row above, okay, in your table. Okay, let me quickly add this. Christopher didn't know this until I explained it, but when you insert a table, it literally goes from the left-hand side margin to the right-hand side margin. Don't keep it like that. So what do, Christopher?
You Alt-J.
We auto-fit it, yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Alt-J. Yep, L for layout.
Layout, and then select table.
Good.
And then Alt-J.
Alt-A.
L for layout.
Yep.
F for auto-fit.
Yeah.
LF. C, leaving menus.
So auto-fit the table, so whatever you're typing in there, the table's going to automatically start fitting all the characters. It just makes it so clean. You know what? We should probably show the audience how you get rid of all your outside borders. So if they get a real,
I usually never did that actually. So
I know you don't do it anymore. You did it for a couple of years. You did it for a while, but now you just leave it a table, and the math teachers are fine with it. But you might get it. So, yep, good. So design to borders, and all outside borders happens to be S, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's what we do.
Side note here, these hotkeys, for some reason, they have not added additional characters, so you have to look at the underline.
Yeah, I know. On this one, I know. But give them time. Hopefully they will. Beautiful. And so now he has this gorgeous just plus inside, which this is what the sighted kids are writing down. So a sighted teacher would not even know a blind student is using a table. And of course, the blind student knows because they actually need the table in order to insert these characters correctly. That's gorgeous. Okay, go ahead, Christopher, type in your...
Table 1.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking division already. I guess we don't need that for division, do we? Yeah, you know what? Maybe you should make that division because you just did the most perfect division table. Do you want to change that? Because we only need a 2 by 1 actually multiplication table. Yeah, my brain is, yep.
308.
That's number 2. Go down to number 3. Yeah, 328. Maybe we should do divided by 14 since you've already done this beautiful division table. And then we can just do a 1 by 1 table. Oh, there you go. Are you going to make that 4? And yeah, and do a number 3. There you go.
28. Select the symbol to
insert 4 and then DI.
Divide symbol.
Yep, DI. We love that. First letter navigation using 2 letters. gets you past all the other DAs and DEs, which is much faster. I know. Well, a lot of people don't know they can do that. And then, of course, this is the perfect division sign, dot on the top, line, dot on the bottom. Once again, when they get into algebra, they'll be using the slash. But now, let's also tell the audience, if the kid has 14 of these to do, they do not need to make 14 tables. They're just going to select the table, copy it, and paste it that many times. So then they only have to do it once, and then they can actually keep up with the speed in the class, especially if the teacher is working on math problems in the front of the room as, kindergarten, first, second, third. Well, I don't know if they'd be doing this division in kindergarten or first, but definitely end of first, second, third. So just know you can copy and paste those tables multiple times. But Christopher is going to do it again because he loves doing this and he's so good at it. Okay, Alt NT, once again, start out with our beautiful commands.
One table button.
Yep.
Leaving menus. Two table grid, 11 of 80.
Okay, 2 by 2. We need because you're doing division up here.
2x2 table grid. 1x, 2x2 table grid.
Yep.
Table 1, uniform table.
And auto fit it. Yeah. Alt JL, K to select, and he selects his table. Good. Okay. Yep. 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 Beautiful. And then get rid of your outside borders. Yep. Design, borders, and S. And for the audience, those who are not aware of this, whenever you do tables or pictures, you need to understand that additional options in your menu bar open when he inserted a table. Design and the layout options opened, and it's all you have to do is hit your Alt key, and your talking software will tell you you're on your design tab. And if you right arrow, you hear layout, and of course it will tell you Alt JT is design and Alt JL is layout, so you understand the commands.
It actually said Alt followed by, for some reason, Alt followed by YJT. I wonder if that's another.
Well, Y is help. Yeah, that might be a little hiccup. You might need to do an update on. When's the last time you cleaned up your temp folder?
I think I actually have auto updates on.
No. That could typically have a clean issue. We probably should show the audience how to do that. Run dialog box %temp% to get rid of your app data temp folder. Most people don't know. You should clean that also. Don't do it yet.
We can.
Yeah, let's do that when we're done showing the division and the multiplication, because that's huge. Keeping your computer clean.
Disk optimization. Oh, that's
Most people may know about that disk cleanup and optimization, but that app data temp folder goes uncleaned because that is not in auto cleanup or any notification or setup.
I think it is when you go to disk cleanup. It's not checked out. You have to
unless they updated that, because it's never been.
They did, but we can see.
Yeah, well. We'll see that later on our own time, because that's never been in the options to clean. But anyway, do 328.
The options actually, because I've seen it.
Great. We will go there after we do this. So let's finish out 328 divided by 14.
Table 1, uniform. Column 2, blank, row 2. Column 2, no title. Left cell.
Oh yeah, those are the headers.
Alt J.
Ribbon. And Alt T.
Upper ribbon, home tab.
So you don't get verbose feedback.
Right, so you don't get that YJT. Yep, that's right.
It's good, but not for these like math tables.
Right.
So,
row 2.
Okay. 328 divided by 14 down to your second. We always know we always go to the second row. Always, because our answer goes up in that first row.
Top of column, end of row, blank. Column, end of row.
Yeah, I usually actually make like a 2 by in rows like 4 or something, so that I can't have fingers to get it.
End of row, blank. Column 2 of 2, end
But
of
you
row.
can always hit, but as you'll see soon, you can always hit tab.
Blank, column 1 of 2.
Okay, down to row 2, please. Thank you. 320.
So, wait, no.
That's where the answer goes. You need to go down to row 2.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. 328. Okay, 14. However you want to do it first. Tab over 328.
Tab or Control Alt, right?
Right. Either one. Multiple easy ways to get over, back and forth, and move around on a table.
There are just so many. Oh my word.
There are. Okay, enter. And you're going to tell me how many times 14 goes.
I should not align that.
Align right. Flank.
Oh, yeah. This is where we align right all the time. Because you want all your numbers to line up correctly.
You don't align the whole table, though. Because then it's going to that's going to be all the way on the right side.
Yeah. Yep.
You align inside the table. Like you would on lines. So...
Out of tape 3 up blank. Dash.
Minus... Oh, jeez. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think that might be right.
Dash.
Jeez. Looks like I'm opening my...
Windows 4. Calculator. Scientific. Open. Clear display.
Yeah, so for beginners, I highly suggest they do 328 divided by 14 to get the idea. Go ahead and hit enter.
23.42857142857.
Yeah, well, he'll get to make that beautiful. So you ask yourself, how many times does 14 go into 32? How many times?
Clear display.
That
0.
is... 2.
Yep, so go back.
Document 1 word.
And you want to do minus.
End of row. 3 blank. End. Dash.
Minus 3. No.
No. 14 times 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
3.
You probably should put the 2 up there first to know that is. Mm-hmm. So 2 times 14 is what? Is it really 32? No.
3 bottom of minus 4 space. 2 3.
Well, 16, that's different.
Okay. You forgot to right align your 32. You're either going to have to left align your minus 28 so it's underneath your 32, or...
Align 3 up.
Oh, no, you got it. Okay. 328. Yep.
3 minus 28. Out of table 1. Table 1. Uniform table.
And I do some of my labels off because I don't need those. But no, I just hit tab to get the
Column 202. End of row.
add another row. And actually, when you go to the when you do Control Alt N to go to the last column of the last row of that table and hit Insert C.
Column 202, row 3 of 3. Left cell in table. Warning. Missing tab. Your adds an extra row.
Yeah. Okay, Christopher, I've got a question for you. When you subtract, do you do 14 times 2, and do you put 28 at the end of that, or are you going to start at the beginning of 328? Do you do 32 minus 28? Or do you do 328 and start at the end? Just a quick question.
Oh man. That's a good question because I've not done this in weeks.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're not sure, and you know you got 23 point something, I want you to add a 0 there. Just do a 0. So you've got 280. Okay, so now...
So that's where the decimal point comes in.
Close. Okay, hold on. So now subtract 328, or subtract 280 from 328.
Right. So then that would be
0 blank. Row 3 of 3. Left cell in table.
So then that would be no, 328 minus 280.
We'll just bring your 8 down in your ones.
Yes, 8 minus 0 is 8.
And then 32 minus 28 is...
Oh, yeah, so 50 minus 30. No.
32 minus 28 is what?
Oh, right.
Good. Okay, so now how many times does 14 go into 48?
4. Task switching. Calculator, scientific calculator mode. This clear display. 8. Divide by 4. Clear expression. 4. 8. Divide by 1. 4. 3.4285.
Okay, ignore the 0.42. So 3.
That's
So
where the 50 comes in.
yeah. So what is 3 times 14?
Display 3.4285.
You know it. 3 times 14 is...
Clear display 0. Document 1 word. Table 1. Unit. Document 1 word.
Okay, so hit your end key and enter and subtract 42. Good. Tab so you make an additional row.
Increasing. The next row.
Yep.
Table 1.
So it makes it so nice about that. Okay, and then tab over or alt right arrow or right arrow. You've got options here. Okay, so 48 minus 42 is... Oh, you actually forgot to put your 3 up in your answer box, please. Up, 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 up.
No.
Okay, now 48 minus 42, 60. Really?
60 and space.
Yeah.
0.
And that's where your fraction comes in, right? And it's 16 over 14, which can be reduced. Yeah.
8 over 7.
Yeah, and you could do 0 and you could keep going into that, and that's where that multiple dot 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 dot. Is that what you were working on? You were going to do 6 and then 0 and 14 go. It's easier to do 6 over 14 and then reduce it.
Space.
But it's 23 and 6 over 14, not a decimal. If you want to do a decimal, you can keep going. Is that what you want to do? Add a 0 and 14 goes into 16?
I think that's what I've been doing all the time.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? Let's just put it, and people can do the rest of the math themselves. Let's go down to your multiplication and let's do the same thing. Because what we want to show the audience is using tables is really the key. And that's the whole premise on that. People can work out their math problems.
Row. No title.
Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah, I should probably do this column, right?
Yeah, you should. So show the audience how to do it. Okay, so he did applications key, D to delete cells, and he can actually up arrow once to delete entire column.
Alt-C. Delete entire column.
Or Alt-C, yeah, and you've got delete entire row and shift cells up and down and whatnot, so we love that applications key option, but we need to delete a column on this. Go ahead and enter.
Shift cells left and shift cells up. That's what you want.
Yes, yep. Lots of options on that applications key though and delete. Okay, go ahead and hit enter on that.
Well, I wouldn't say lots of them because it's actually those 4.
Several. Okay. Down arrow. Let's do 328 times 14. Make it look gorgeous.
Row 102.
Okay. Your answer's gonna no. Your answer's gonna go up there. Down arrow.
Okay, yeah, I do not remember how to do this.
That's okay. I'm here to remind you. Down arrow. 328 time. Yep, 328, and then you're gonna hit enter. Times 14. So do your fancy multiplication symbol in there.
It's actually, I think it's
Paste it.
Yeah. Division was the last one we do. Nice try. Yeah, just so the audience understands, you can, yeah, that's in your clipboard if you. Nice try though.
Apparently once you select the character, it is actually really like too convenient because it copies it to the clipboard on its own without even knowing it.
Right. So you have to be careful with
You have
that.
to copy the content after you copy it.
Yep.
I'm just gonna have that.
And multiple. Edit.
Okay.
Times.
And put 14 in there.
1.
Oh, shit, it's gonna know.
Now, tab and put an additional table in there because it'll automatically put your line in there also. Yeah, beautiful. So you don't have to do an underline. It gives, tables, yeah, and get rid of the outsides. It just lines it up so gorgeous. Okay, so up there.
I was actually talking about times 14. Should I keep times of 1 together or not?
Yeah, this is perfect. So you're going to times 8 by 4, times your ones first. So 8 and 4 is
32.
Yep. So you put a 2, and you're going to carry the 3 over the 2. So now, yep. And if you can't remember, then you're going to have to go up to your ones, and then you do 4 times up arrow, which is going to be 2, and you carry the 2. So 4 times 2 is what?
It is 6.
Times 14. 2. Row 3 of 3.
Okay, 4 times 2 is...
Okay, yeah, I thought that's 8.
Yeah, 8 plus 2 more, because remember, you have your 8 times 2 there.
That is... Oh, jeez.
So it's 10. So you have to drop your 0, put your 0 there, and you carry the 1. Yep. And then up arrow and up again. So now we do 4 times 3 plus 1.
So, what?
0, 2. Row 3
4 times 3 plus 1.
So, that would be 13.
Good. Just put 13. No. You put the final number there. Yeah. Okay, so now... Oh. You put too many 3s in there. You have 1, 3, 3. There you go. Okay, so hit your end key and hit enter. Yep. Now you immediately put a 0 there for your ones place, because we're doing the 1 of your 14, which is your tens. Okay, so left arrow, this becomes easy. 1 times 328. Just type it out. That's easy peasy. Good. Okay, now hit your end key and hit enter to insert another row. Yep. No. You don't want a down arrow. You want to hit enter because you want that line to put your 0 back and hit enter. I mean tab. Tab, sorry, tab. I said that wrong. Tab. Good. Yeah, that's right. No, you can tell me I was wrong. You say, no. You don't hit enter. You hit tab. Okay, now let's add these together. So up arrow, look at your ones. Up arrow, look at your ones. Yep. 0 plus up arrow. 2. Good. So, and put a 2. Okay, now look at your tens. Look at your tens.
8, 13, 0.
Oh yeah, and because the cursor lands on the last digit, you have to left arrow for that.
Yeah, if you place your cursor in front of the number, it will always say it correctly. That's right. Very nice. Okay, so 0 plus 8 is, go down to your answer. Down, and good. Put an 8. Okay, do your hundreds now, please.
2.
Yep.
13,
2 plus 3. Yep.
Oh.
Good. And then thousands, last but not least.
13, 1.
1 plus 3 is gorgeous. Okay, very nice. Okay, excellent. So that is our basic math. I think that's probably, how about we do, to end this, let's quickly show our audience how to clean that app data temp folder that gets really clogged. Good. So start key R, he did start key R on that very, very quickly. So slow down your keystroke, stroke key R, and do percent temp percent.
Percent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it matters case sensitive. I don't think.
No, it's not. Enter, but we don't have to capitalize it. Okay, we do Control A to select everything. Let's just show everybody, and then Shift Delete is a permanent delete, so it doesn't go into the recycle bin. So Shift Delete. Let's just permanently get rid of everything. Yes, you're sure.
65 items. Oh, yeah, I don't understand.
That's a lot of gigabytes, though. 65, because those are folders. It's not even counting all the files inside those folders. So go ahead and hit enter on yes.
Oh, yeah, it says 65 items because it's items in the list.
Yes, that's a lot. That's a lot of garbage. Okay, hit enter on that. Okay, now let's show them the next option that comes up, because it's not going to delete items that you're already using, and that's going to be JAWS. So this dialog says the file's in use. So we do Alt A to say do all this and Alt S to skip. So you just, yep, Alt A, Alt S. Beautiful. Yeah, and so it was actually over 3,000 items. That's how many you actually got rid of. And so I highly suggest doing this every few days. It will make your computer run so much faster on this.
I didn't really see a big difference in my opinion because I think mine's one of the
Well, you have a really nice computer, but computers that have less RAM and less processor, etc.
I have 8 gigs, and I'm actually hoping on my because well, I hate to say it, I bang my keys, but like.
Yes, you do. I can hear them screaming.
So I'm probably getting a new motherboard. I was going to see if I could upgrade to 16 gig because you can do that now with these customizable motherboards.
Yes, you can. Okay, say goodbye, Christopher. I'm going to log off. Our encoder, excellent job.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for your help. Bye, everybody. Yep.
Document 1.